Stanley Parable. As you can see here, I'm near the location on the real web. And it says here, Stanley Parable developers. No more spin-off, no more sequels. As you can see here, this is a familiar location, but you see, you get all these name buttons. I think one of them says Stanley. I really can't remember. I think it's the one right here. Stanley, right there. And there we go. I think that's about it. No one's here, but what's that? What's down this hole? What is down here exactly? This place looks familiar. Thank you for enjoying the new content. Nothing's here except this old place. What's this? Oh, hello. You're good. You're back. It's good to see you again. Did you ever consider my idea of inventing the new subtitles for sequels like Stanley Parable Free Nonsense Chemicals? Would you like to start doing that now? Don't do it. I understand sometimes we're not ready to move. That's fine. If you're ever, I'll be right here. Okay, now I think we are going to have to wait until it says we can begin the game. But this is not what I want. I want to do is
This is the story.
this is not what I want. I'm just trying to do it all again. Here we go. Epilogue. We try again. It's going to take a long time waiting, so let's just wait. Man, how long does it take? Here we are. Okay, so we're back here all again. I feel worried. What if he says he doesn't want it? Stanley Parable 3 or 2 is not coming. Nothing's gonna happen. We're just gonna have to wait and wait. As we wait to find our location, we'll have to survive. No food, nothing. So we just have to wait and wait. And it takes a long time for it to load, so we can just walk around and we'll wait until we get to the next area. Blah blah blah, yeah, all these things. You guys are selfish heroes. This is crazy. What kind of sandstorm is this? Share sandstorm? Sun to rise. Finally find our location. Here it is, the sun. The beautiful sun that rises upon our earth and land. Here it is. This place looks familiar. Too familiar. But what place is this? Stanley Parable 2. Loving memory. I don't remember. I'm actually just acting, so I'm actually just pretending that I actually don't know where I am. This place doesn't seem familiar. It feels mysterious. What's that? Or a view? What does it say? Oh, it's dull and boring, like almost every single review they do. Stanley Parable developers. No more spin-off, no more sequels. That's just crazy. Because how are they going to make new Stanley content? Wait for the next year, and the next year, while we just wait for this dull moment. It's just dull. Here we are. Here it is. Oh, uh, where am I? I fell down from that hole, but it's my old office with the same desk. Hmm. Oh, hello. You're back. It's good to see you again. Hmm. Wow, that's pretty bad. Let's do it. A new sequel every time we start the game. You know what? Since you put faith in my idea, I feel like I can think something as well. I'm guessing that the narrator never found a way to get you. Shoot. Of course not. I won't expect him to know how. It's been bothering me. Let's fix it. Alright there. The achievement machine is fixed. See, I'm on your side. We're in this together. We're We're going to keep this train rolling. The Stanley Parable cannot end. It can only spiral on itself forever. I must keep the wheel turning. I'm ready. Are you ready? Great. And last thing, please enter the current time. 9:03 p.m. Actually, 9:04 p.m. Done. Please adjust the sliders until the compute. Okay. Done. Please enjoy the Stanley Parable. Here we are. Co-workers. Nice one. Nice one. Just nice. Let's see what happens. Still the same thing, but
All of
how?
his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
No.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
No. Here we go. Off into the black. While we just wait for this screen to load. Here we are. I'm glad the narrator couldn't figure this out. Pretty cool.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever the Stanley Parable 2.
At least go outside.
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
2 doors. Part 2 is it. Old plus busted new hot.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think?
No, it's just
Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
2 eyes, 2
Now, to be
ears, 2
clear,
nostrils,
I haven't
2
quite
arms,
nailed
2
down what
legs,
exactly the
2
Stanley
legs,
Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it.
Brake,
I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
Divinity, Original Sin 2, Doom 2, Aladdin 2, Return of Jafar, Dark Souls 2. 2. This way to the show for. Wow, that's something. New concept. Why is there a bus here? Can we leave the location with that place? With that. He said that he fixed the machine.
Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
No screenshots.
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with? You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Happy 12th birthday, Stepniece, it is.
Get well someday.
Or actually, maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision. We're moving on.
What's down here? It just works.
Now, here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes, you see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given to you. It's as simple as that.
Yay.
As you can see, the machine is not working yet since... What? Wait, what in the holy hell is going on? You got the achievement?
Hey, that's rude.
Why did the machine work? Stanley, I didn't fix it. I didn't do anything to it. I swear, it was broken just a second ago. Who fixed it? Is someone here? Are we being watched?
I don't think we're being watched.
God. Composure. Yes, as you can see. What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
Oh, this is pretty cool. Exit. Just exit. I'm leaving. I don't want to go through all these. These are boring and stupid. No one cares.
All right. Have you seen everything you wanted to? Ready to move on now?
Yes. Thank you.
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience.
But the Stanley Parable is already
okay. Are you ready? Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2. Well, I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind. Hold on. Let me do a different arrangement. Okay, yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2. Who am I kidding, Stanley? This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game. Would it possibly work? I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2. Let me see if I can whip something up. All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
Nice. But can I restart it? Nothing. Maybe I can try one more time.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Not going to die.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Wow, this is interesting.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
Fine, I'll move.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Does it open? Here it is. It's the boss who knows the boss goes and the boss of the bosses. That's one of the best choice. I remember content from a long time ago. Nothing's here. I collected all the figurines. Whatever.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number.
Thank you for asking.
2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Do I go this way? Oh yeah, nothing here. Might take some time.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would... But of course, Stanley thought better of it and realized he simply had too much to live for. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out? Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
A plane 427. There I am. 427. Let's wait, one. Wow. So fired and an error occurred.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Dramatic.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
Here we go. What's happening?
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty.
Here we go.
Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
That was pretty good. That was a good moment. Now, here we go. Blank screen.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh, find a computer. Just gotta see something.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers. Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement? Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks. Now suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Well, oh, time to wait. Let's see. This is a pretty good soundtrack. It's taking some time. Okay guys, when I complete this ending, we can stop the game and end it. It's taking a long time. There we go. What if I just... Okay guys, I think we could just wrap it up in this outfit. Okay guys, like and subscribe for more video content. Okay, bye.